Dear Mama Sal, and it's Tuesday. And the was about yesterday was garbage day, and somebody just put their green bin out. It's overflowing, and that's not going to get collected until next week. Nasty. Anyway, it is 13 degrees already here in southern BC, but it is overcast, and 54 in northern Washington state. I seem to have got the sniffles this morning, and my one eye is leaking, and I think it's because of the eye shadow I've got on today. I've noticed there's this one eyeshadow that I really like, and it is a, what do you call it, a cream one, in a pencil, you know, like a stick, and I've noticed whenever I wear it that my eye seems to have a problem with it, so maybe I shouldn't be using it. And now you're asking me which one, and I can't remember. But it's strange that it's just the one eye, not both. So I'm not quite sure about that. So, alright, let me get this underway here. So if you see me crying out of one eye, you know it's not because I'm sad, it's just because my eye's having a reaction here. And I'm just wondering if I've got a, yes I have. Alright, next time I have to stop, oops, I will grab Kleenex and that will help. So, good night. I really quite pleased with the fact that I had a pretty productive night. I got some sleep. I still feel quite tired, actually. Hang on a sec. I still feel quite tired after this trip, and that would be because we didn't really rest a whole lot. And the joke was I took 3 books with me, didn't open one. You can tell what my idea of vacation is, right? So I will have to make another plan to have myself a private vacation. And that will be a good thing. Now, the good news is, or maybe good news is, that I went on to Pet Finder last night to see if I can find a pet. So I can get on with the next stage of my life. And as some of you know, I had seriously considered maybe getting a small dog this time, which is so unlike me, it's not even funny. And if I looked at all the small dogs, which one appealed to me most? Well, that would be a Westie. That's that little white thing with pointy ears. And lo and behold, when I went on to Pet Finder last night, what should face me square on but a little Westie that was apparently 4 years old, whose owner had died suddenly. So I wrote to them last night, the It's obviously being fostered by somebody. So I wrote to that person who's fostering them, and explained what my situation was. And instead of doing a great thing about what a great owner I am, which, you know, who wouldn't say that, I just said, if you'd like to find out what sort of an owner I am, please phone my vet. And gave them the number, because I reckon that is really the bottom line. It's not how good I think I am, it's how good does my vet think I am in terms of training. You know, a lot of people can be a good owner and love an animal to pieces, but I think there's more to being a good owner than that. I think, as some of you know, I think having a dog that has boundaries is a good thing. A dog that is polite is a good thing. So I'm not sure how I would do with a small dog. You know, a big dog I can have a serious conversation with. And the only thing that worries me is that I think that Westies are fairly vocal. And that's not something I particularly enjoy. So I'm going to have to look into that. But didn't make a big deal of it. Just told her this is who I am and this is where you can get a reference on me, and left it up to them, because if I meant to have that little dog, then they'll contact me, and if I'm not, then I will look for the next one. As some of you may know, I went to the pound for 2 months, and Bean was in there the whole time, and I kept seeing him and talking to him and feeling sorry for him. But, you know, I didn't want a big dog. And eventually I couldn't hack it anymore. And just went back and said, you know, what's wrong with the dog in number 16? And they said nothing. Except he's too strong. So, but I cannot tell you, and some of you will know this, I cannot tell you the difference in the household. And it's not a good difference. You know, you come in at night and there is nobody there to greet you. Well, hello, it's a bit lonely. There's nobody waiting for you to feed them. There's nobody manipulating you. You know, all things that were part of my life. And so it actually is very, very different. And I really get a sense that I just need to move on now and find myself another companion that can drive me insane. Because normally the first 6 months are pretty tough as we work out, you know, whose rules we're going to follow, yours or mine. Bean was really, really stubborn on so many things. The only thing he got in a heartbeat was he was not getting fed if he was in the kitchen. And he absolutely understood that. It took a little bit of explaining, because each time I had to move him out of the kitchen and sit him down where he was meant to be and say, stay. And I will bring you your food. And as soon as I turned my back, he got up and followed me. Turn around and go, no, stay. Get him to lie down. You know, it was just like insane. He must have got so hungry. Well, not literally, because, you know, probably take about half an hour to get him to get fed up with fighting me and just stay. And then I said, that's a good dog. Of course, as soon as you said that, he got up again. But you know, they're very quick to work it out. What is it? You know, considering we speak a different language. You know, most dogs work it out pretty well. They just want to know how far they can push the envelope, and if it's not very far, then they get it. So I'm looking forward to a peaceful summer. The only thing I do need to do, and I need to make that contact now, is I've got this friend of mine who's dying, and I need to go and pay him a visit. And that visit means another trip. So I've got to sort of give that some thought. Whether I can do that this weekend. I'm tired today. Alright everybody, so I'm going to leave you with a thought for the day. Let me think, what should I leave you with today? I don't know, what comes to me right now is that I feel incredibly mellow today. I feel just relaxed, and I'm just going to live today for today and see what happens. I'm not going to worry too much about all the other things that I've got going on in my life. And I would wish that for you as well. And I'm going to do whatever I can today to protect my peace of mind. And so if people are funny with me or weird with me, you know what I mean, or try to jerk my chain, I'm just going to do what I can to not let that happen. I mean, they can do their side of it, but I don't have to react to it. And to me, that is a great lesson to learn. I've often said that, you know, somebody can push you, but if you don't push back, there is no fight. And so I'm going to try really hard today, or not so hard. I'm going to be in the moment enough today to let people do what they need to do, and I will just do what I need to do to keep my peace. Looks like the teachers are on strike again. Oh. We've got a lot of that going on. Of course, the kids love it because they don't have to go to school. What they don't realize is what they're missing. But never mind. Alright everybody, so have a peaceful day, and enjoy it in serenity. That would be the word. Serene. Be serene today. This is dear Mama Sal saying bye bye for now.